Welcome to the Bookbibuli podcast. Yvonne was raised on a sunbaked dusty farm in Australia as the third of 8 siblings. She's a descendant of the Wirundjuri people who have called that land home forever. Her remarkable talent for tennis was first noticed at a nearby tennis club, and soon the girl who once dreamed of a place called Wimbledon found herself playing on its center court. This inspiring book is filled with stylish and unique illustrations and includes extra features at the back, such as the biographical timeline with historical photos and an in depth look at the life of this extraordinary tennis player. And we have Jeevika with us today, who shall introduce us to Evonne Goolagong. Hello, Jeevika.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeevika and today I am going to talk about a book I read called Little People Big Dreams, Evonne Goolagong. It's all about a really amazing tennis player named Evonne Goolagong. I studied in the Shian School at Ravli and I loved to do reading, writing and art.
What key events from Evonne Goolagong's early life are highlighted in the book? And how did these events shape her future career in tennis?
The book highlights several key events from Evonne Goolagong's early life, such as her upbringing in rural Australia, her introduction to tennis at a young age, and her family's support. Her early exposure to the sport, coupled with her family's encouragement, played a crucial role in shaping her future career. The determination and resilience she developed during these formative years were fundamental in her rise to prominence in tennis. In the book, we learn that Yvonne loved playing tennis from a very young age. She grew up in Australia, and even though she didn't have much, she kept practicing and dreaming big. Her hard work and love for tennis helped her become a star.
She is perseverant and dreams big. And I think the book depicts Evonne Goolagong's cultural background and upbringing as well. So tell us a little about that and also the impact her heritage had on her journey to becoming a professional athlete.
Yvonne is from an Aboriginal family, which means she's part of the first people who lived in Australia. Her family was really proud of her, and her heritage made her strong and helped her believe in herself as she worked hard to become a tennis champion. The book vividly depicts Evonne Goolagong's cultural background and Indigenous Australian and how her heritage influenced her journey. It explores the unique challenges she faced due to her background and how her cultural identity fueled her determination and passion for tennis. Her heritage provided both a source of strength and set of challenges she had to navigate, making her achievements even more remarkable.
Well, we do know for sure that she faced discrimination, but there were other challenges. So please introduce us to those challenges which she faced in her pursuit of a tennis career and how she overcame them.
Yvonne Goolagong faced numerous challenges, including racial discrimination, limited resources, and difficulty of breaking into a predominantly white sport. The book illustrates her resilience and determination in overcoming these obstacles. She managed to rise above societal expectations and personal hardships through hard work and perseverance and a strong support system. Yvonne had to face a lot of challenges, like not having enough money, and sometimes people didn't believe in her because she was Aboriginal. But she didn't give up. She kept practicing and working hard, and that's how she became one of the world's best tennis players.
We are so happy to have you with us, Jeevika, and hope you're enjoying the North Star program. What do you think of it?
The North program of Bookbibuli seems to be an innovative approach to enhancing reader engagement and learning. It likely involves interactive or multimedia elements that complement the reading experience, which could be valuable for deepening understanding and enjoyment of the book. I think the Nostra program by Bookbibuli is really cool. It helps kids like me and grown ups get excited about books. There are fun podcasts where people talk about books, and you can even meet authors and do fun reading activities. They make reading so much fun.
The book presents the theme of perseverance and the continuation to work really, really hard. I think the book endorses it all the time. So, are you perseverant? And what would you do if you face such odds yourself? Have you ever had an experience like that?
The book emphasizes the theme of perseverance through Evonne Goolagong's relentless efforts and determination. Specific examples include her continuous improvement despite early setbacks and her ability to maintain focus on her goals despite numerous challenges, reflecting on personal experiences such as overcoming obstacles in academic or personal pursuits. Can resonate with the book's portrayal of perseverance. The book shows that if you keep working hard and don't give up, you can do amazing things too, just like Yvonne did. Sometimes I have to keep trying hard too, like when I'm learning something new, and it feels really good when I finally get it right.
Let us talk about all those rosy cheeked characters in the book. The illustrations. Actually, that's how the pictures all are, with a rosy center in the cheek. But they do complement the text, and I think they contribute to the overall storytelling. But Jeevika is going to tell us more about that.
The illustrations in the book effectively complement the text by providing visual context and enhancing the storytelling. They help bring Yvonne Goolagong's journey to life, offering readers a richer understanding of her experiences and the era in which she lived. The pictures in the book are so beautiful. They help tell the story and show how Yvonne grew up and became a tennis star. I really liked looking at them while I was reading.
What message do you think the author intends to convey through Yvonne Goolagong's story? And does this message relate to the target audience of the book? Considering you are one of them, would you recommend this book to them?
The author's message seems to be one of the resilience, determination, and the breaking of barriers. This message is likely aimed at inspiring young readers and aspiring athletes, showing them that with hard work and perseverance, they can overcome their own challenges. I would definitely recommend this book to this audience for its motivational and educational value. I think the author wants us to know that no matter where you come from or what challenges you face, you can do great things. If you believe in yourself and hard work, I think all kids would really like this book, and I would definitely tell them to read it.
We always face a dilemma when we have to delve into history because we always have our own perception of history. Do you think that this book has been able to balance historical facts with storytelling? Does it give us a comprehensive view of Yvonne Goolagong's life and career?
The book strikes a balance between historical fact and engaging storytelling, providing a comprehensive view of Yvonne Goolagong's life and career. It offers both an informative account and a narrative that captures the emotional and personal aspects of her journey. The book tells us real facts about Yvonne's life, but in a way that's like a story. It makes learning about her life really fun and interesting. I feel like I know a lot about her after reading this book.
Well, I think we know a lot about the lady in question now. But did you get inspired by her story? I did. And would this story inspire other young athletes? What's your thought on that?
The most inspiring aspect of Yvonne Goolagong's story is her ability to overcome significant barriers and achieve greatness despite the odds. Her journey serves as a powerful example for young readers and aspiring athletes demonstrating that persistence and self-belief can lead to success. It is so inspiring that Evonne never gave up, even when things were tough. This book can make other kids feel like they can do anything too, especially if they want to be athletes or just follow their dreams.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope you like hearing about Little People Big Dreams, Evonne Goolagong. Remember, if you keep trying and believe in yourself, you can do amazing things too. I hope these insights offer a deeper appreciation of her life and the broader messages conveyed in the book.
This charming picture book tells the story of the beloved Evonne Goolagong, who once expressed frustration at always being introduced as the Aboriginal girl. Born in 1951, she grew up during a time when being Aboriginal put her at risk of being stolen from her family. Today she is celebrated, a stark contrast to the challenges of her youth. The illustration in the book are reminiscent of paper doll cutouts with all characters, whether black or white, young or old, depicted with round faces and rosy cheeks. Yvonne's love for tennis began when she found a ball, and her father crafted a wooden paddle for her to play with. Her passion grew when she discovered a book about a girl who traveled to England to play tennis. However, as an Aboriginal child, she wasn't welcomed in tennis clubs at that time. Well, to tell you something else about it, they weren't even counted in the census. They couldn't vote, couldn't own land until 1968. But that's not what we want to talk about today. Determined, she stood outside the tennis club fence, listening to the coach as he taught other kids. Eventually, the manager allowed her to play alone. A coach from Sydney noticed her talent and invited her to live with his family so she could train. And the rest, as they say, is history. And now it's time for Bookbibuli Read Reco. Evonne Goolagong travelled the world through tennis, but eventually returned to Australia, where she connected with her heritage. She has later established a foundation to help young Indigenous players access opportunities she never had. But what makes this book special are the illustrations. The fact that the historical and the storytelling have been balanced very well. The language is easy and easily comprehensible by a person of young age. And like Yvonne's mom said to her the day she left home, she gave her a tennis dress made of bedsheets and some very good advice. Do not worry about winning or losing. Just play your best and have a lovely time. Evonne went on to make history. The other books in this series include Frida Kahlo, Coco Chanel, and Amelia Earhart. The apt successor to be read after this would be Crossover by Kwame Alexander. Until next week, better read, read better.